Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Superior Adventurers Guild. My name is Ashley, also known as Minnesota Muse, and I will be your DM for the night. Um, Welcome to our new campaign, The Undying Sky. We're going to be every Thursday for the next couple of months, except for next week, where we'll all be gone at GaryCon. So you'll have to wait 2 weeks for the next one. But for tonight, we want to thank you for joining us, and we really appreciate your support. So hang out and have fun, and please consider following and subscribing to us. That's how you can show your love for us. If you want to get involved in the game, you can donate advantage to the players or me, the DM, by cheering bits. Also, a quick shout out for the night. Please make sure to join us on Tuesdays. Again, not next Tuesday because of GaryCon, but the following Tuesday for Heroes of Greyhawk, where some of these cool people will be playing in a game DM'd by Dave. Also, a big thank you to 2 Minute Tabletop, who has made several lovely maps and tokens, which I love so much, which is why I'm using them. And also to Tabletop Audio, who produces this beautiful music that you'll hear throughout the stream for mood music, for fight music, for spookiness. I love it. And if you want to get involved with our shenanigans, please join the Guild Superior Discord, where we play games, talk games, post gifts, and selfies. So come on down and hang out with us. Last but not least, we have a giveaway tonight. Oh, that's right. We're sponsored. So, um, if you are interested in that, we would like to thank the good folks at Troll Lord Games for sponsoring the Undying Sky. And we're giving away a $10 promo code at the end of the stream for one lucky winner that can use to purchase digital loot over at the Troll Lord Games website. Just type !drawing in the chat for your chance to win. And somebody will shortly do it so that we can see how it's done. Now, just in case you haven't heard yet, the team at Troll Lord Games is also bringing Gary Gygax's World Builders Archive back to print. And they've got a Kickstarter going right now to fund an update and reprint of this amazing series. So you got to go check that out too. And with that, I think it's time that we go into a little bit of a recap. So, last time on the Undying Sky, our adventurers were in the city of Elisar, which is home to the Great Library. Therein, they took a job that should have lasted maybe an afternoon, maybe a whole day. But what happened was when they took this job to move old documents from a far corner of the library to a less damaged part of the library, the floor gave way, and our heroes plummeted 3 stories down beneath the library. They then found themselves in a dark and spooky series of maybe a temple, maybe a tomb, where there were bones, where there were lost objects, in a place that seemed like someone had laid siege to it and stolen everything. They wandered around for a little bit and discovered they were not alone. There was an entity there that called itself Grandmother, and she offered to help them out of this predicament and let them back out onto the surface. But in exchange for releasing them, they would have to help her escape. And to escape, she needed some of her items that had been stolen to be returned to her. I know people were very nervous about agreeing to it, but eventually they found out they had been sealed in by the people at the library, and it was the only way out. Left for dead, they agreed to grandmother's terms and found themselves, after a very painful magical spell or ability, found themselves outside on a grassy knoll with all of themselves intact and a little something extra. All right, players. I'm going to go around and introduce. All right, I want you to introduce yourselves when I call on you. Please tell us who you are, what your character looks like, and how you're feeling right now. It's your internal monologue. Um, Shelly, would you go first?
I would love to. Hey guys, I'm Shelly. You can find me out in the world. Flea Monkey, Flea Monkey 2. Tonight I am playing Jillian Zane, and she looks well, she wears a lot of black. She's kind of like a goth, but also you can tell by her material that the fabrics of her clothing kind of nicer than it should be for someone who, is acting all rough and tumble. There's some rips that look like they're kind of purposeful, trying to look rough and tough anyway. Um, she feels exposed out here. She is not excited to be out in the open at all. Would really like to get out. She's already pulling her hood up.
All right. Tythalanos.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ty Thalanos. Tonight, I am playing Loyal, a kind of a reddish purple tiefling with swooping back horns that are kind of wrapped up in a bunch of wire and glass baubles, and is kind of honestly reaching out to the sun and being outside, feeling a little lost. That was supposed to be a hefty payment that wasn't just its weight in gold. That I'm unsure exactly what's going to come of that, and that was really going to come in handy. So I'm a little lost at the moment.
All right. Tara.
Hi, everyone. I'm your Nomi on the socials, your Nomi or your Nomi 2. I'm playing Blinken, who is a deep gnome who looks like she has stone skin, stone hair. And at the moment, she feels like she needs to pray.
All right. And then last but not least, Andy.
Where's that mute? Hey, yeah, there it is. Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Andy, also known as Andy G3D here on Twitch and other places around the internet. Tonight, I am playing Grenlace Aguinaire. You don't often hear his whole name because he doesn't like to advertise it. But yeah, he feels pretty shocked and amazed at what happened to them. I mean, she reached into his chest and squeezed his heart. And then he woke up on the lawn somewhere. So he's starting to think there's something off with Grandma.
All right, that's good. Okay. So, you all come to, like, laying out on the grass. It's daytime, and you notice a sewer grate off, like, not too far away from you. Many of you haven't been to this part of the city before. If any of you have kind of poked around the outskirts of the city, you'll know that this is on the far side. It's not too far away, but it is close to the road. And also, everybody, please take a level of exhaustion from
Oof.
the traumatic way you re-entered the surface.
Cool.
What do you guys do?
Jillian sneezes and immediately lights up a rolled cigarette. But it once you start smelling it, doesn't smell like cigarette smoke. It doesn't smell like the other stuff either. It's got kind of like a nice almost kind of a minty smell that comes off of it. And all you see is like the hood and the smoke.
What just happened? How did we get here? Did I pass out?
She did have her hand in your chest, so that would make sense.
That happened? That really happened.
I saw it. I don't know if that's
Oh,
proof.
God.
We all saw it, right?
I saw it.
You're still alive.
What?
Blinken immediately gets on her knees and starts. Life is a mystery. We must stand alone. I hear you call my name, and it feels like home, just like a prayer. I know you'll take me there, and continues on.
And gnome culture is weird.
Really weird.
It's very poetic. I like it.
Weirdly familiar.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna look around. Are we anywhere near the library? Can I
You
see it from here?
Yeah, you can see over the hill, like the very top towers kind of pop up. So it's a very tall, massive building at the center of the city. And so you can see it almost anywhere in town as long as you're outside.
Right.
So yeah, it's still there, but you're a long way away from where you fell.
Feel like we may have a few questions. More so a couple veins of, did the library do this? Or should we go back?
Yeah. Do you think they knew that this would happen to us?
I don't think they did, and I'd like to go back. Personally. If you guys
Well,
care, I don't know.
Maybe we could check in to see what happened to the others first. Just in case it was, not that I'm saying it was, but it could have been a little malicious.
Was highly suspicious that there was no rope, no rescue mission, no explanation, and they just covered the hole back up.
Well, somebody or something sealed us in there after we fell down, right?
It was either the library or Grandma or something else. I mean, we did get sealed in, though. I, for one, don't want to bring these books back. I think these are ours now. I think we deserve them. In the bag. It's got to be worth a lot, right?
I mean, yeah, as much as I think that we deserve these things, I wonder, they might want them back.
Oh yeah, you know for sure that magical items like these bags are not only extremely expensive, they're very hard to get your hands on. The nobility in the town has, or well, in every town, has made a monopoly on magical items. They are only sold to the right people for the right price. And so the only way that an average adventurer could get a hold of these items is by killing someone or something who had them. Or by getting on the good side of somebody who was very rich and very noble.
Blinken looks to her compatriots. Excuse me. I don't know if you know this, but I think we should look at what we got, because if we don't look at what we got and we have something that's worth something, then that might help us in the future, we may not want to give that back. Because, I don't know, it seems like they totally locked us in there, and this is somewhat of the payment. I don't know what you guys asked for, but I'm a little skeptical that they get everything back.
I think my bag got lost when we got down there. I don't know where it went. As I open my bag and look inside. It's books.
Yeah, Gran is going to look in his bag as well. That's the thing, is they have our names. I mean, if we don't bring these back, they're going to probably send somebody looking for them. I don't know about you guys, but
never made it out.
They know who I am.
That's what I'm saying. We fell. This is our story. This is my story. We fell. Our bags got caught up on the way down. Something. We don't know. We landed without our bag. They're never going to see this bag again, or the books within.
I'll probably return mine.
We can return.
Just saying.
That's up to you. That's up to you.
Well, if you guys dump out the contents of your magical bags to kind of look at what you have, do you care about who has what? Should I say who has what? Okay. I'll go around one each, and then I'll do another circle. Gren, you have an ancient wizard spellbook with a beautiful green embossed cover. When you flip it open, it's got like arcane symbols in it, and it's gorgeous, and it's very old.
Whoa.
Okay. Next, we have Loyal. You have the history of the far seas of Wrath. It's looks like some kind of historical thing.
I kind of glance between my book and then Gren's.
Jillian, you have Monsters of the North. It seems to be a detailed description of creatures that live north of the library.
It's cool.
Okay. Then we have, let's see, your Nomi. We have Herbs Are Death, a guide to deciphering medical herbs from poisonous ones. Then Gren, again, we have it's some kind of random lore. It's in a language that you can't read. We'll skip ahead of that one. Then Loyal, you have The Friendly Witch's Book of Potions. It seems to be an alchemy potion making book. Jillian, you have a journal of some random explorer who becomes more incoherent as the book continues, almost like they're going mad.
A descent into darkness. I love it.
Blinken, you have some kind of handwritten notes and formulas in symbol form. Okay. Gren, you have a religious text of some kind. It's like a book of prayers, almost. Okay. Loyal, you have Magic for Dummies, the nature of magic and the philosophical treatise therein of how magic works. Jillian, Dragons, Scourge of the Mountains. As you kind of thumb through it, the author really hates dragons.
Bad art.
All right. I also have Blinken. You have Notable Places and Spaces as Tourist Guides to Elisar. Gren, you have You're Familiar and You, Friends for Life.
Oh, that's a good one.
And Loyal, you have Fix It, A Guide to Mending. It looks like as you flip through this, it'll actually teach you the cantrip of mending if you study it long enough. About 20 tries or 20 uses of this will earn you the cantrip mending.
Oh, that's a good book. I know that one.
And then you also have in your possession 4 beautiful, sparkling, silken black capes that you pulled off of skeletons, which I believe are in Loyal's bag. And you have one fine silver panpipe that was given to you personally by an entity that lives underneath the library.
Graham.
And that's still in Gren's hand when he woke up.
He just noticed it again.
No more cookies? What?
What do you think this thing is suspicious? What do you think happens if you play it?
What?
No.
I'm not going to. I'm not going to.
Just, okay.
It's kind of freaky. He's going to put it in his bag.
Might have to take some time with it and maybe try to learn it a little bit before we randomly start playing magical, possibly magical, cursed instruments.
I could probably do that. I mean, I need about an hour. Somewhere quiet, maybe.
Are any of you interested?
What's that?
Are any of you interested in anything that I have? Because I don't think I can use all of these.
Is there anything in your tourist guidebook about, the Great Library before it was the Great Library?
Ooh. Good question. Let me finger through it. Please look at the other things that I have, and I would be very interested in one of those black capes if you're so willing to give them up.
Oh, of course, of course. I'll kind of a little dejectedly pass
the
over
smell
one
on
of
it?
the capes.
They've got to smell terrible, right? Or just like
Well,
dust.
I mean, they really just
Poison?
smell
Cinnamon
like
buns.
dust. Maybe, I mean, there's still kind of an air of mold on them, but like they're not molding themselves. Like this is clearly a magical item that has defied becoming one with the cave floor or with its former owner, left to rot in the ground. So it has properties that prevent it from turning to dust.
And it's black, you say?
It is black.
Jillian would see if she could take one, if that's all right with Loyal.
Fine. Here you are.
I'll shake it off,
I did that already.
so the
Yeah,
yes, I know you did.
Profusely shook them off.
Grant is
Shake
gonna
it
go
so
take
the
one as
wind
well.
takes anything left away from us, and I'll dramatically put it on.
Okay.
Does it have a hood too, or just the?
It
cape
does.
part.
It has a cool hood to it. Trying to think of. So,
I might swoop a little bit with it on too.
it seems like an item that you would need to attune to get like some additional effects from it.
Right now, it just looks badass. That's what I'm
Yeah,
going for.
it does. You look styling. Like this is a
There-
very beautiful, cool looking cloak.
Take a really long drag.
Wow.
Should we go? Are we still looking at our books? What are we doing?
I would like to know if Blinken finds anything in notable spaces and places about the library.
It talks about the Library of Elisar, Center of Learning and Study. You too could become a student. Please apply to Archmage Fipwitsit.
So, Royal, now what in here about the library? Sorry.
It was a long shot to begin with. So if we did want some answers, I think I might know how we can get some. And he'll hold up and wave the alchemical potion recipe book. I do remember hearing our blue furbolg friend up where we started was looking for something like this. Could maybe get some information by also buying his silence. If we want to go that route rather than walking in the front door of the library.
That might be a good idea, especially if we think, they might have had something to do with stranding us down there.
Fine with that as long as we get out of the open here soon.
You have such a fancy cloak to keep you hidden.
Well, we're kind of all standing here with a bunch of really nice looking books. We're a target.
It's kind of like when kids, after they go out trick-or-treating on Halloween, join in a group and then dump out their stashes to compare and trade.
Yeah, I didn't think of that, I guess. Let's act natural. Everybody act natural.
I'll
I mean,
swoop some
there's
more.
no one here right now. You are alone. This isn't a common knoll where people come and hang out, because you'll notice if you sit there a while, there is certainly a smell that occasionally wafts out of the sewers that makes this not the ideal picnic spot.
Besides the sewer, is there anything that would potentially be what we came from? Is there like a hole in the ground or anything like that? Okay.
No, everything looks normal. It's kind of like you went for a bender and then you passed out and you woke up sometime in the middle of the day on a hillside.
So like Monday,
Tuesday.
Wednesday.
All right.
Do we feel any different coming out of there other than just exhausted? Do we feel empowered? Do we feel anything like that?
Yeah. So on top of feeling, exhausted, tired, you do all feel kind of bad. Some of you have still that lingering kind of icy feeling of being terrified and dropped through some kind of suffocating shadow. Some of you had your heart squeezed by somebody who dipped their hand through your flesh. It's slightly nauseous. Like, when you were a kid, you ever get the flu and you felt like you're gonna vomit, but you couldn't? That sensation occasionally wafts by you and then goes away. If you look around at each other, please do a perception check for me. I know Loyal's real good at this.
You said it. Now
I need
you
dice.
said it. That's a natural one.
Oh,
Oh.
seems normal for what you've been through.
Jillian got
22.
Oh, I got 19.
Okay.
13.
Okay. Yeah, Blinken and Jillian, you think everybody looks a little paler than they used to look, and Gren looks like he has darker circles under his eyes. Like, it could be that people are very tired, but it also seems weird because, yeah, that was traumatic, but it was this morning. And you do all, like, beyond those kinds of nauseous feelings, you do feel a little stronger in a way that is weird. You feel more capable because, as our audience may remember from last time, you went up a level, so you have become better at whatever you were before, but there's also something else. Connection, a feeling of sickness, possibilities that were not there before.
Blinken will look around and say, Jillian, you look a little bit pale. Are you feeling okay? Because I have some healing powers that I can help and bestow upon you.
The goal is pale, honestly. But I don't feel like that would. I don't want to turn down anything. I don't feel like that would really help. I just feel kind of gross. You guys all look pretty terrible, if I'm being honest.
Which is one thing that I can rest assured you will do. You will always be honest with us.
It's a gift I give to you.
Yeah, you'll note that Jillian kind of has a gothy look to her.
The dark circles also look I'm going for. Well, listen, we should probably figure out who's keeping their stuff and who isn't. Maybe we could, put it all together. And as she's saying this, she's wrapping up her bag of holding into a small ball and putting it in her pocket with the books out on the ground. Who else wants to keep their bag?
Bags and the books as well.
Well, yeah, that's going to be a little harder to hide.
The books can fit in the bag.
Well, are you giving your bag back?
That's not the plan.
Okay, so just maybe, Gran.
Yeah, I mean, if I thought I could keep it and there wouldn't be repercussions.
So I have a suggestion. We could wear the bags underneath the cape that you and I have, Jillian. Loyal, would you be willing to give Gwen some as well, one of the capes as well, so that he can hide his bag of holding and nobody will see it?
Could be tempted to, though. Grant, I'd hate for that other book to wind up, to get lost. Could hold on to that book for you.
Which one? The wizard one?
Maybe the wizard one.
The spell book? That is probably the one I would want to keep, if anything.
Well, then, man, fantastic. You plan on keeping everything. Good to know.
I mean, we'll see.
Peer pressure, peer pressure, peer pressure.
Well, then, I would hate for you to have to give up your bag and accidentally lose your book. Why don't I hold on to it while you make up your mind?
I'm fine with that. You can hold on to the book. As long as I can hold on to one of those fancy capes.
Well, of course, of course.
How do we know you're not going to run off with these things?
Well, okay, very well, very well. I actually... Oh, no, now I need to find it.
I mean, because I don't know you guys. You guys, do any of you guys know each other? Did you come together to the library to
How
get
about
this job?
My name is Loyal, and I work at Maxfield's Fine Gems. You can find me there. Now I can't run away.
You work where?
Maxfield's Fine Gems.
Fine gems.
You're
must
welcome.
That must be wonderful for you. And Jillian is kind of turning away from you at this point.
Well,
What about you guys? What
My
about you
name-
guys?
my name is Grenlace Aguinaire. You may have heard the name before, but not really from around here. My family's kind of well known. I guess that's why I'm not too eager to get accused of stealing a bag.
How is your family well known?
Would they own some land and maybe a title or two?
Do
Must
we
be nice
know-
for you too.
Yeah, so do we know
mean-
the Aguinaire name?
It's not commonly known here in LSR unless you are a noble. Jillian, you feel like you've heard that family name before as being, they're wealthy. There was some kind of kerfuffle that happened a while ago, but you can't really recall what it was.
Okay.
They were definitely in the royal tabloids of some kind.
Yeah.
What about you, Blinken?
Well, I'm a nobody from nowhere. I am on sabbatical from my learning because I think the school that I went to thinks that I need to be like conformed to knowing people, and I just don't want to do that. I have my own powers and I want to do things with them, and I don't need to be friends with everybody there. But I am looking for friends, so I could consider you guys my friends already because we've been on such an excursion already together. I'm staying near here, but I'm not from here. So I'm a nobody.
Bonding through trauma.
Yep. Shared traumatic event. We're close now.
So what about you? We haven't gotten to know you at all.
Oh, I'm gonna be a student at the library. It's
Hence why you don't want to give back your bag.
well, you know, it's it's a very expensive bag. I could get some money for it. You guys could all get money for it. Money's tight.
It is.
Yeah, there's any number of people that would want to purchase something magical and hard to find like that.
Or some of these books. I mean, I pull up Monsters of the North. Valuable to somebody. Maybe not us, but get some coin for this too. So, do we want to go to the library right now? I mean, I have a dorm room unless they've already cleared it out, assuming that I'm dead.
Can we tell how long we were gone for? Does it look like the same day?
It's hard to tell, honestly. Because you went in when it was light, and it's still light. But you know that you spent several hours wandering around underground. So it should be darker than it is now. It should be nearing towards evening, but it seems about the same time you went in.
Well, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's odd. We had to have been down there for hours at least.
This is definitely not one of those scenarios where you're just having so much fun. The time flies by and you miss a day. This isn't this.
Feels like it could still
Which
be
is-
morning. This is weird.
Well, we could go get some more information from someone who isn't of present company.
I agree, but I also think we need a snack because my stomach is telling me that we need to eat.
Do you want one of these? They work as an appetite suppressant. Also. And I'm
What are you
I'm-
offering?
offering her one of my rolled up smokes.
I
thought.
think I'll pass because I don't believe that the my deity would appreciate me smoking that. Thank you for your generous offer.
Okay.
All right. So you all bundle up your books again. Some of you donning beautiful new cloaks. And you make your way back towards the library. You're on the edge of town, and as you get through the first series of buildings on the outskirts of town, um, to one of the first intersections where people kind of hang out, you spy a little satyr kid who has a number of parchments under his arm, and he stands up on a table and starts yelling, 3 days to the spring festival! Get your festival gear over at Michelle's Flower Crowns, and mysterious earthquake shakes the town. Archmage Sorrel assures that everything is fine. The Lion's Guard visits Elisar. Read all about it. And like one or two townspeople come by and they give the kid a gold piece and get like this beautiful scripted what's happening in Elisar kind of pamphlet. The thing that you will all note, actually, except for Blinken. Blinken just got here. But the three of you will note it should be 6 days
Oh,
until the Spring Festival.
And how long did he say again? 3?
3.
3.
So
Wow.
if this kid is correct, you lost 3 days.
You heard him say earthquake too?
Yeah.
That was what happened to us, right?
I mean, unless there was 2. The head of. Should we get one of those papers?
And if you have the money for it.
No.
They're
You
a little
don't?
pricey.
You don't have the money for it either?
Oh, come now. Why would I have the money for it?
Well. Right.
I mean, I could buy one if you really want one.
No, let's just go.
Right.
I mean, if you wanted to, you could buy us all a bit of lunch.
Sure. Where are we?
Oh,
Can Gren tell if they're anywhere near the inn that he was staying at?
It's not too far away. You could go to the inn. Let's see. I mean, it's a good 8-minute walk from where you are now.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I could eat for sure. I think I have some rations in my bag though. I just wonder if we should take care of things first, like maybe try to find out some information sooner than later.
I mean, I got a meal ticket back in my dorm room. I could feed all you guys on that ticket.
Do they have good food there?
Yeah.
Oh, it's nice. It is fancy
At the
buffet
library?
style. They take
Mhm.
orders. You go up to the cook. You can tell them like what you want. It's and it's all like cuisine for the richest, most spoiled students in anywhere. Like, nobles will send their kids to the school, rich affluent people will send their kids to school, and they don't like them writing home to complain about how they're being starved to death.
Well, I mean, we got to go up that way anyway to get information, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
so we're going to the library then.
If
Yeah.
that's what we want. I mean,
But I
know
think we should talk to that one guy first. Rather than just march in there and be like, what the hell happened?
Smart.
Maybe the inn would be a bit safer. For now.
I mean, yeah.
They did say it was an earthquake. I mean, I don't think the library made that happen. The administrators, they can't make an earthquake happen. I don't feel like the library is responsible for what happened to us.
But could Grandma?
She could, but she's not gonna be up in my dorm room, so I don't think. You guys decide.
Gren's gonna start peeking inside his armor to see if, like, did she leave a mark when she plunged her hand into his chest? There's nothing there.
You can't see a mark. You just vaguely have that horrific feeling, like memory of how it felt. A little PTSD moment. All right. So you are heading towards the library or you're heading towards the inn? What did you decide?
Loyal's aiming for the inn. That's his vote.
Okay.
Anyone
What
else?
You know Jillian's vote.
No, I don't know your vote. What is your vote?
The library. To my dorm room to get some food.
Your dorm room. All right.
It's big. We could all fit in there.
I think we should go to the library. Get more information.
Okay.
I wonder if they just think we're all dead.
They probably do. We could probably just sneak in. Well, we can't sneak in, but not that I know that.
Okay. So Blinken's first thought is, do we know for sure that the guy that we're going to get more information from is away from the library, or do we just assume he's away from the library already? Because it's been 3 days. Because Blinken doesn't know how many days it's been.
If we were to go to the Furbolgs to get information, should be outside the library. Otherwise, we're going probably back to Minerva Prue, I would assume, to gather information and update from her.
Minerva was the high elf student who was in charge of this disastrous operation. She was the one who handed you the bags, and conceivably the one that you would give the bags back to.
Was she in the room when everything happened?
She was in the hallway. Like several of the students did not go into the room. Like, they paid you guys to go into the room. And they stayed in the hallway to be handed bags, and then they would hand you back like an empty bag and then send you back into that very dangerous room. High risk, high reward.
Blinken looks around and says, well, I would like to see if there's more books we can smuggle, so maybe we go back to the library.
Now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure they think we're dead.
I mean, if it's been as long as it, yeah. My dorm room is probably cleared out. We should, I still think we should go to the library. If we want to find out what happened, I mean...
They could spot us. I mean, those of you that don't want to be spotted. Just saying.
Depends on who we don't want to be spotted by.
So, more information from an outside source, it sure sounds like.
We could always just ask somebody in town if they've heard anything.
Could ask that kid over there.
want to ask the newsie?
Yeah.
We can ask the newsie if they knew about anything about somebody dying in the library after the earthquake.
I mean, it has been 3 days.
There's probably a death count.
Wait, it's been 3 days?
Yeah.
We went in and it was 6 days of the festival, and now it's supposedly listening to the kid there. It's only 3 days, so yes, 3 days have gone missing.
Are we sure that kid knows how to count?
I mean,
You look over and he's like counting out money
I
and
was
like
gonna
giving
say.
change back to this lady.
I think he's got a handle on it, actually.
But is it accurate? All
Flips
right.
up a coin. He like pockets it.
all right.
Perfect.
Who wants to talk to the news kid?
Well, since I'm not well known, I guess I could talk to the news kid.
All right.
I'm
we
about
got
to
you
Blinken
back.
walks up to the news.
We'll back you up
Blinken
across the
walks-
street here.
Yeah.
Got it. Blinken walks across to go talk to approach the news kid and kind of does one of those and slides over to him. Hi, friend.
Hello, would you like to buy a paper?
Unfortunately, I am not able to purchase today. However, I understand that you are a person in the know. When I come to a new place, everyone says the people who know are the people who sell those wonderful updates.
Hey,
So
hey, hey,
have
no
some-
freebies!
This little kid just puts his hands on his hips.
I understand that as well, but it has nothing to do with the paper you're selling right now. Because I am new in town.
Rumors are my business.
'Tis true. I also have fun rumors from outside of town.
Oh, you want to trade?
I would love to trade. I dabble in trading.
Okay, all right. All right, you tell me something juicy and I'll tell you something juicy.
Okay, but see, that's not how this works. I
Is
can't go first. I can't go first.
Listen, I know I'm a kid, but you can't con me like this. Like, don't do me like this, lady.
I'm not trying to con. I'm trying to make friends. I am new in town and I need friends.
What do you think's going on over there?
He looks at me.
You're an adult. Don't
Am
you have
I
adult
though?
friends?
I'm not an adult. Okay. Fair enough. I have a piece of very unknown knowledge for you, and it's only for you. There happens to be the son of a royal person visiting the town, and I may or may not know where they are staying.
What are they in town for?
I can get back to you on that one.
All right. There was an earthquake a couple of days
Okay.
ago.
Did we know about the casualties?
Oh, nobody died. Archmage Sorrel cleared it all up pretty quick, but like everybody felt it. So, there was a number of people who ran outside and were looking around and were asking questions, but said it was no big deal. Just like like library settling or something.
Interesting, because see, I have a book that told me there wasn't anything very special about the library. Can you tell me more about the library?
Oh my gosh, the library is the most special thing. The whole town's built around it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Is
can
it
study there if you have enough money. It's like super snazzy, it's super ritzy. You know?
somebody like you of your esteem has probably studied there, have you?
All right, now I know you're snowing me.
Okay, fine. I can't afford to go there, but I also know that there is a student who is going there, but I don't know very well yet.
Well, if you get
Keep
any rumors off of her, let me know.
you will be the first to know after me. You are doing a fantastic job, and I will come back to you for more information at a later date and time.
Well, if you've got juicy stuff, I'll trade with you.
Beautiful. So Blinken turns and just casually walks back kind of away from the friends before sidestepping, pretending to look at something else of interest, and then walk towards the friends so that she's not suspicious.
You see him like pull out like a little notebook that's folded over the top, and he like scrawls down something really quick, and then he like puts it back into his pocket. Like maybe these are his rumors or whatever. He's gonna return them to whoever makes the paper as a lead.
Guys,
What'd you learn?
What's happened? Did anybody
not a whole
die?
lot. Nobody died. And apparently, this
Wow.
made so well. Whatever. Who do you guys know who that is?
Say,
Uh,
say that
Do
again.
I know?
yeah,
Sorrel?
I would
Did you say
say
Sorrel?
that yeah. You guys have heard of him as like a pretty powerful mage. Now I don't think either Loyal or Gren has seen him in person. Jillian might have passed a photo, or not a photo, I guess, a painting of him on the wall as she was walking back and forth, but who knows if she actually was paying attention to a picture of some random old guy.
Unlikely. Well, that sounds like great library propaganda to me, because clearly we should be counted as dead. We
Yeah,
can't
something's
Well-
believe.
not adding up.
Right. Also, I love you, Gwen, but I may have used the fact that you're in town to swap to get some information. Okay, love you.
Did you tell them my name?
No, 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 no.
Okay. All right. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. All right. Where are we going? We should get out of here. Let's go to the library.
Okay.
Oh, this sounds
Alright.
like an awful idea.
You guys start heading back towards the library, and as you wander through the streets of Elisar and by dozens of like shops and buildings and things, you do notice there seems to be a lot more off guards presence. So like soldiers, guards, and possibly paladins of off, sporting the picture of the sun on either their shield or armor. A lot more than you noticed before you took the library job. They seem to be
Julie.
casually kind of hanging out in places, mingling with other town guards, or, you know, just having a smoke outside a shop. you know, it's just enough that you notice.
You guys, there was quite a few of these guys
Maybe
in the library too,
there were.
the last day or two. Yeah.
Maybe they're in town for
they
the
were
festival.
clerics though, right? They weren't guards. They were clerics in the
Yeah,
library.
there are definitely clerics of off that you had noticed inside the library, like more than you thought should be in the library, because this is really like a place for rich and powerful people. But there wasn't enough like just random clerics to the sun god that you were like, well, maybe this is a thing. What's going on with that? Um, but you're not sure. You didn't ask.
No. Not my business. Might be now though.
Seems like a strange coincidence.
Right, that's a number of coincidences in this direction that is starting to make me a little uncomfortable. More so than I already was.
All right. As you guys near the gate to the library entrance, you start hearing some kind of a disturbance, some kind of a scuffle, as and as you look ahead, there is a blue furball male in having an argument with the guards that are in front of the library. And he's tall. He's kind of wearing like it looks like a merchant's leather apron, and just like peasant type clothes. Like he's obviously like a worker or a shop worker of some kind. And he is shouting at the two guards there. And he says, listen here, my sister Neris has been missing for 3 days, and I want some answers. Last thing that I heard, she was going to be here, and I haven't heard from her from then. So, what you guys do? And the guards are like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. You can't come in here. You should leave, sir. I need some answers. What do you guys do?
What's that all about?
Seems like we aren't the only ones that went missing.
We can get in. I would probably have like an ID at this point, right? To flash to get in.
Yeah, sure.
As
We
a
can say you have like a
perspective-
magical,
Key card?
yeah, kind of a key
Yeah,
card.
a
Maybe
s-
it's like
like a slot I
we'll
can put the-
say it's a charm bracelet that has like a symbol of the library on it, that has been magically imbued to like show that you're, part of the library.
Mhm.
And the two guards are like, sir, we're gonna have to, ask you to leave, and if you don't leave, we're gonna have to call the constable, and we're gonna have to, lock you up for a while until you calm down.
Well, I'm not wading into that.
Gillian, do you think you'll be able to get all of us in? Or maybe we should wait out here.
Well, I've never tried to bring anyone else in my 2 days that I've been here. It's worth a try, though. You guys don't look like my relatives, for sure, so that's not gonna work. I have to come up with a story.
We are prospective students and you're giving us a tour. How's that?
It's
No?
better than anything I can come up with.
Okay.
Another guard kind of comes out from inside, and he is bigger than the other two, and he just lifts up the furbolg and just tosses him into the street.
Ooh. Oh.
You see, like, he kind of falls and scuffles, and a bunch of dust comes up around him, and he's a little bit scratched up, and, like, he tries to choke back a tear. He is very, very frustrated. He's trying to, like, not let anybody see that he's almost gonna cry.
I'm thinking maybe I might have to stay out here. A little tougher than I would expected. Why don't I? Maybe we could always get some information from a friend over here.
At least let's go see if he's
Yeah, we need to help this guy out.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Gran will go over and help the guy up. I saw that all go down. That was uncalled for.
I don't know. I think they did something to her.
What happened?
Well, my sister Naris, she answered this thing for a job, and like she was real excited. She said it was a lot of money. Maybe she's gonna get something, important from the library for doing it, and she said it wouldn't interfere none. Like she'd be home in the evening, but she never came home.
When was
And
this?
she is a real like homebody. She never goes anywhere. She studies.
When did this all happen?
Well, it's 3 days ago.
When that
And
when
you know
when
what? There was that earthquake around
Yeah.
that time.
I was going to say
I
that
bet
earthquake.
you there was an explosion in there, and they're just covering it up.
Oh, that is an interesting theory.
Do we recognize the name of his sister at all, by any chance? Like, of people we met while we were there?
Well, looking at him, he is a blue furbolg. And calling back to your memory when you were starting out, there was a shy blue furbolg with a similar kind of an accent who had joined the library job to get a potion book. And she had been in the room with you guys at one point, but when you fell through the floor, she didn't fall maybe in the same place you guys fell, but you did wander around a bunch, so you would have found any bodies of other volunteers if they had died below the library where you guys were. As far as you know, you were the only ones who made it into that weird room.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you find your sister.
Thank you. Well, Ma's worried sick, and I am too. Just doesn't seem right. They're hiding something.
If we hear anything, what should we do?
You should stop by my shop, my ma's shop. We're the Blue Crystal Tabard.
We should be okay.
Potions and more,
I hope your sister's all right. She's probably fine. But we'll let you know if we hear anything.
I don't know.
Sorry.
She was fine, I would have heard something from her by now. It's gotta be real bad. But if you hear anything, like even if you hear something bad, please tell us. It's just the not knowing is the worst. These rich people think they can get away with anything.
I know what you mean.
Totally.
He pats you on the back and
They're
finishes dusting himself off and kind of limps a little, conceivably back towards his shop.
well. You guys all know who he's talking about, right? You know, the one. She's the one we saw.
Soon
But we
she'll
didn't-
be back by now.
We didn't see her down where we were.
That's very strange. Like, I suppose something happened upstairs too that we don't know about because we haven't been back for 3 days. Something happened to us down, but
There's definitely
something else
weird
went
going
down
on.
upstairs.
My thoughts are that we need to figure out if this Sorrel guy has some sort of cover-up going, because he seems to be the one that calmed everybody down and told him that nobody died and nobody's missing. So, to me, we should investigate him.
The Archmage,
Yeah,
the master spell guy.
Gren, you have connections. Royal has money, not really, and stones, gems that I want to lick, and then Jillian has the cunning to make sure that we're not caught. I think we could do this.
In there.
Sure.
Yeah, you look at the library, it's like a fortress. There's like a passcode, like there's people like doing check to see if there's even supposed to be in the building before they're escorted in. They're not just allowed in. Yeah, it's
You know, I'm starting to feel a little hungry. I don't know about you guys, but
Maybe we need to go eat at that inn.
Finally.
that is a great idea. I am starving. I think we should definitely go to.
I smelled some real nice food walking by there. Not that I'm hungry, but let's go back there.
and you will remember of the people that were kind of involved in this. There were a number of students. There was the Furbolg, and there was also a very fat halfling who owned a bakery. Just to refresh your memory, were the ones that you kind of remembered talking to.
Do we remember the name of the bakery that the halfling went to? Does anyone remember? Be worth it to find out if that person's in the same situation as our little friend here.
I don't know off the top of my head, but Max should probably know. You know, part of the guild of artisans. He'd probably have a pretty good bet if he wanted to swing on by there. I personally feel I'm a few days overdue checking in.
Or I could check my book, see if it's mentioned in there and it springs any sort of, oh, that's the bakery I remember him saying.
Didn't you say the current Archmage was Fitzwizard in that book? That book might be a few
Probably didn't have
decades
that bakery on there
out
either.
of date.
Okay.
Yeah, it might be
What's
a
the
few
printing
hundred
date
years
on that?
out of date.
100 years old.
100 years. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
let's
I just-
go see.
I don't think we're going to get through this door.
I don't either. I did not realize it was going to be quite this locked up.
They got it buttoned up pretty tight, it looks like. I mean, they didn't even want
Finally.
to talk to that guy. They
Makes
threw him.
sense.
And we're trying to talk our way in.
I do think I
Well,
could get
good
in,
news
but
then.
that's not going to do that.
Well, that means good news for us because we can keep our bags of holding because they're not letting us to give it back. So there we go. Problem solved.
No harm in holding on to him for a little bit. I mean,
Right.
I really
There's no-
appreciate your rationalizing. This is,
there's no intention to
I like it.
do anything unlawful.
Okay. So is the plan to go to the inn, or is the plan to go to Maxfield's Fine Gems and Jewelry?
The end.
I think the inn first, and then Loyal's going to try to encourage everyone to go to Maxfield's after our stomachs are satiated.
Gren
Okay.
starts fast walking towards the inn.
Yeah. And you see the inn. The inn is I know I have this. It's the Even Star Inn and Pub. It is the same place that Gren had stayed a couple of days in town. They've got expensive rooms and they've got some like cheap rooms. If you like inquire early enough, you can get like the private room that's kind of Spartan. Or you can spring for a gold piece. You could get a room with a tub. And there's also, if you're really down on your luck, there are a couple of bunks in the back where you just kind of like stay with anybody who comes in the middle of the night and takes a bunk.
This is the place. Shall we?
I've been here a number of years ago, I think.
The food's pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's a cute little pub. It's you immediately are greeted with the smell of stale beer as you walk through the door, and they're definitely frying something in oil. It smells like that beautiful breading smell, and in front of you see a black furred tabaxi woman who is slinging beer and bringing out plates of what looks like maybe fish and chips from the back. Did you guys take a table or you go to the bar?
We'll
Take a table back in the corner.
sit in a table. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I still have my hood up too, of course.
A table together, and towards a corner of the bar. Are you trying to be like hidden, or are you trying to just blend in?
Low key hiding.
Okay.
Gren has no idea. He's just like
Okay.
following people to a table.
The tabaxi woman comes over with a little sheet of paper, and she goes, "Oh, you again?
Yes, I'm back. Hi. Hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
Oh, you brought friends this time.
That's right. And we are hungry.
That's wonderful. Well, what can I get you? We have some of the best fish and chips in town. We can get you, let's see, some fish sandwiches, some garlic hash. We've got sardines, and black rose wine, and you probably should stay away from the green sludge.
Well, I will have some fish and chips. Thank you.
All right.
Anybody else?
I'll take one of those.
Okay.
I mean, if it's on you,
Come
Gren.
on. I'll get them. I'll get them.
All right, I wouldn't mind a fish and chips and actually a fish sandwich too.
Okay. That'll be 2 copper each.
I look up
Graham.
from my hood. I'll take a fish sandwich too and some of that wine.
All right. All right. House wine. It's real good.
All
Black
around.
rose wine.
Well, whoever
Sounds
wants one.
delicious.
I'll take one.
All right, she moseys on off, and gets your stuff from the kitchen.
Well, here we are. Now what? I'm really hungry.
Maybe, this will kind of settle our stomachs a little bit, bring some color back. It could have just been that we've been somewhere not eating for 3 days and, maybe that's why. Maybe that's why we feel like crap, look like crap. No offense, you guys, but you do. Little fish, little alcohol. We'll look better, we'll think better.
Does anyone else feel like they've been eating dirt for like the last 2 days
Nope.
straight? Like,
Those are the cookies, my friends.
cookies? What are you talking about? Those were delicious.
I tasted one. It was dirt.
Dirt?
It was probably once a cookie. I don't think that I've ever eaten a cookie that old though. It was
You guys are
mostly,
messing
like,
with me.
dust and dirt. I can still taste it on the tip of my tongue.
All right, so this seems like a good time for us to take our break, as things haven't heated up yet. They are sitting in a tavern, getting some nourishment after they've realized they haven't eaten in 3 days. And we can decide where we want to go after the break. Our adventurers have awoken on a hillside and found they felt weird. They have a bunch of magical items that they were given before they were left for dead in some kind of tomb, crypt, temple underneath the Great Library. They have now ventured into the city, found out that 3 days have passed, and at least one of the other people that was on this job with them have gone missing. All right, you are all in a cozy tavern. The bartender has brought out some fish and chips, some garlic hash, some black rose wine, and you are enjoying yourselves in the tavern. What do you do?
Oh, that feels good to fill my tummy. Thank you guys for stopping.
Yeah, thanks, Gren. Thanks for picking up the tab.
Yeah, no problem. Feels good to eat.
Feels good, but I don't know that I feel a lot better. I feel a little better.
It's true. The trauma of the last 3 days does linger. You definitely feel different than you did before this job.
Hey, Gwen, I have a question for you.
Sure. Yes.
Do you
What?
like desserts?
Desserts?
Mhm.
Yeah, sure. I
He
love
loves
desserts.
dirt cookies.
He does love dirt cookies. Can we ask if they happen to have any pie today?
Pie? That sounds wonderful.
Okay. We should have some pie as a group to, seal our friendship over pie.
Speaking of pastries, we probably should also hit that bakery. Next. Do you guys have other? You talked about going to Maxfield's, but maybe the bakery's a better choice next.
So we can see if those other people that are still having problems.
Mm-hmm. See if
Mhm.
there's even another person unaccounted for who we did not see in the basement.
Oh, I bet my sister's been to that bakery when it was open. So if we swing by Max's, she'd probably know.
Hmm.
I can always just go in alone, get that information quite quickly.
I mean,
Maybe if
Lincoln's-
you.
I'm sorry.
Well,
Wherever
something
you
to say.
guys would like to go, I'm impartial, I guess.
Perfect. Max's.
Well, we'll let you go in by yourself, so it's quick. If we all come in, then we all have to introduce ourselves, and so much. So maybe if you just go, we'll just wait outside.
Be just fine with me.
Okay.
Blinken starts breathing very heavily because she knows that there's stones and rocks in there, and she really, really wants to go in. But she understands the whole having to introduce everything. So she says to Loyal, maybe you can bring out one rock for me to look at?
If you really want to come look at them, you can come in.
No, I want to taste them, but that's okay. Just one.
I'm unsure if I can find anything in my price range to bring out, though I'll see what it can be done.
Okay. I don't need to eat it. I just need to lick it. Thank you.
Yeah, you're pretty sure your employer would not let you allow the customers to lick the rocks.
No, it ain't happening.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
No,
Uh,
everyone has got their thing.
Alright.
I'm not gonna judge.
Okay, fine.
But
The tabaxi bartender comes back and says, "I heard you talking about pie, and we got we got mincemeat and we got pizza, but I don't like those fruit pies. I mean,
No
like
pie.
citrus just makes my eyes water. Woof.
well, you're not eating them.
Yeah, but I'm making them.
You're the only one that works here.
Yeah, you look around and there is one other like barmaid, but it looks like the two of them are kind of like handling this whole thing. There is a looks like half elf, half human barmaid that is tending one of the tables further down.
Well, it's probably for the best anyway because we need to visit the bakery down the street. So
Oh, you've
Bad
been out
date,
and
but-
around a lot?
not a lot since the earthquake.
Oh, yeah, all right. Well, you know what? If you see that cute little tailless cat, you let me know. Gosh, she's so cute. Oh, I just want to
Okay.
eat him up.
Oh,
She,
okay.
like, his little claws come out.
Does he work at the bakery?
No.
Oh.
No, he sells the good stuff. Right?
Okay.
What does that mean exactly?
Well, I don't know. I mean, are you from out of town or something? Because any big town, you could probably find a tailif. They sell black market magic items.
Mm,
Nice.
right.
I bet he's
Tailif.
rolling in it.
Got
I don't mind a short man. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
She pulls back her black fur. Like, if any of you have seen a tailif, They look like a normal cat wearing adorable clothing, standing on its hind legs. And Tabaxi, of course, are human-sized cats, who wear human-sized armor and weapons. So there would be quite a height difference. All right, well, maybe next time you'll come back for the pie.
Thank you.
She scampers off, she's
Wow.
refilling some drinks.
Well,
But-
should we go try to find? Well, we're going to the jewelers first. Is that
Swing by
That's
Max's real quick,
Real quick.
and Loyal will actually like fold up and wrap up the sandwich that he didn't eat.
Okay. Bringing home a doggy bag. All right. Yeah, you guys. Tara, do you have something?
Nope, I was just going to say you're bringing a doggy bag from the cat place, but okay, go for it.
Ba-dum-bum. Yeah, so you head on over to Maxfield's Fine Gems and Jewelry. And it is a nice upscale little shop. The windows are very neat. Lots of leaded glass on the outside. There is a sign that's hanging out front of like what looks like a faceted diamond, and when you open the door, there's a little bell that rings.
I do my best to kind of, well, enter in, just be ready for, since I'm probably a few days late, for whatever may come my way from either of the two that might be inside.
Okay. Yeah, so it's just Loyal entering. Is anybody else entering as well?
Coda
Blinken just
smoking
takes
out
a-
front.
And Blinken tries to get a whiff of whatever comes out of the door when it opens.
I don't know what a gnome smells when they smell fine gems and jewelry. But there's a decent quality amount of fine gems and jewelry. If as you walk in, for those who walk in, there are several cases with glass on either side, like, and a counter, and there is Loyal. You immediately see the short form of Max, the gnome, who runs this. He's got kind of graying hair, and he's got a mustache that twirls up, and a sparkle in his beady little eyes. And he's got a pointy little tiny goatee that's also a gray goatee. And he steps up 3 steps on his little step stool so he can get to normal people height at the counter. And he just slams his hands down and he goes, "Loyal, where have you been?"
Apologies, Max. The little job went a little long, and
I figured you're a big shot now, ain't ya?
no, just trying to help out and make a little extra. That's all.
Well, I was impressed when those men came from the library. Oh my goodness!
Yeah. What the
So
happened to
proud
say?
of you. Oh, did they tell you? They came with a letter, and you got admission for Gladness to join the library as a student. So they came and they collected her about 2 days ago. She was so happy. She cried a little. She petted every cat that like she could find in the alleyway before she had to go, and she was real sad that she didn't see you, but she figured you were probably doing another job for them on the inside, right?
You know it once you're in, and Loyal is like straining that smile. Max, actually, another thing I was hoping to just want to check in with you, and hoping to pick something up for Ness on the way back. You know how she loves her sweets, and remember that there's that bakery that kept opening and closing in with that halfling.
Oh, you don't want to go there? They had a rat problem.
Yeah, but those cinnamon rolls they had, Gladys really loved them. So I won't mind surprising her if you remember where that shop is. Just curious if they're open.
If I remember right, it was called Hector's Fabulous Cheese Crowns. I mean, cheese crowns are fabulous, but I mean, not if there's rats in them.
Well,
Maybe that's what attracted all the rats.
Maybe I'll swing by and take a look. Hey, if they got you one, I don't see a rat in sight. Maybe I'll swing back with one.
All right, but you don't be a stranger now that you're a big shot.
Don't worry there, Max. I'm sure I'll be back. Just gotta give me a little bit of time.
All right, can't wait. I'm so proud of you kids. Gladness is gonna be a wizard, and here you are working for the big guys.
Thanks, Max. And will stiffly kind of turn and walk out the door. And will kind of head off in the direction of Hector's at a very fast pace. And just not saying anything for a minute.
Yeah. You guys see Loyal walked out of the place and just like saying nothing, beelines it like down the street.
Oh,
Speed walk.
we're going. Okay, let's go.
Jillian throws down her smoke, stubs it out, follows.
Blinking short little legs scurry behind.
It's like a poodle trying to keep up with a person. Yeah. So it doesn't take too long before you pull up in front of, well, I guess you're not pulling up, you stop in front of what looks like a dark shuttered shop. You see at on the sign it says Hector's Fabulous Cheese Crowns, and there's a picture of a rat with a crown on it holding a fork.
That's unique.
It's unusual advertising considering their problems.
Yeah. And they have a rat problem. That's...
Is there an alley adjacent to this building?
Yeah, there is. There's a sideway.
Loyal's gonna head down that way for a bit, and then, or like part way, and then turn around and look to the group and be like, the library has my sister. They came by a couple days ago and kind of gave her admission, which admittedly was what I had asked for, but it's a little I'm and Loyal like is shaking and about to break down, kind of, I don't know what to do now.
Jillian pulls out the smokes.
I'll go for it.
Smoke them if you got them.
Minty.
That, I
Minty.
mean, was that something that was planned? Or is that unusual?
I didn't take the job for the coin. I took it for a letter recommendation. was thinking maybe a discounted tuition or some such. I didn't think they'd
Maybe
pay enough for full admission. That's too much.
maybe they felt they owed you or something.
You died.
Since you perished
You
doing the
died, and they
job.
were like, "Well, maybe we'll
Oh,
just
yeah,
let his
yeah,
sister in."
Fine, they let her in. Well, what about the whatevers to the Neris's brother? What about the Furbolgs?
Significantly different treatment. That's true.
Yeah.
Very much so.
I'd like to know what
Oh.
happened to this person in here.
It does make me wonder if I should check in with my person since you guys have said that it's been 3 days. After we're healed, can we maybe go check in with that person so that I can make sure that they're okay?
Considering,
Yeah,
yes.
sure. I mean, yeah, we could do that.
Okay.
I'm unsure if we're gonna find any clues here, but since we're here, are we able to
Let's see
find
if
an
he's
unlocked
home.
door or some such? Yeah.
Yeah, it's worth a knock or two, right? So should we go around to the back? And doesn't look like this side's open. Maybe.
Yeah, it was a little dark up front.
Does it look like somebody might also live here? Like, is it that
looks
type
like
of?
the kind of place that, you know, a shopkeeper would live on the upper floor, and then the lower floor would be the business.
Yeah, let's see what we can find around back. Maybe that's where he lives or something.
I can probably get us in, but if somebody's living here, we should try that first. I want to break in while they're taking a bath. Yeah.
We
I
should
mean, if
knock.
the door's unlocked, we're just checking in on them.
If the door's unlocked, we could say we just wanted a crown, Just thought it was open for business. Let's see if the door's open. From the alley?
The alley door, it is locked.
No one's home,
it
I
looks
guess.
dark inside, on the bakery level,
Nobody's home.
which would make sense because he's not supposed to be open, due to the rats.
Gran will go up to the door and pound on it. Hello?
Chuk, 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 chuk.
Is there anybody there?
Silence.
Doesn't sound like it. I'm
Nobody's
pulling
home.
out my thieves' tools.
Ooh.
Grant,
I got the cloak around.
I didn't see
Grant,
this.
why don't
I'm not
we
being
check around
showy.
the back? Let's see. Maybe there's a back.
I thought we were in the back. We're at the alley, right?
Plausible deniability.
I'll just lead Grant away just a little bit, and we'll look around the corner.
I can't get involved.
I mean, did you actually try the door?
There's like extenuating circumstances that might happen if I get involved in this particular way. You understand? Like, it's hard to explain.
I will take you at your word, though I'd love to hear once you figure out a proper explanation. Sorry, simpler explanation.
If you boys are done bonding, can you just make sure nobody's looking?
Sure, we're looking
not done
out
already?
We're the lookouts.
Yeah, just make a thieves' tool roll if you're opening it up.
What is that going to be?
It would
is that
be it would be your proficiency, and then you could do sleight of hand. We'll do that one.
But we're exhausted, right? So this is at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, skill checks, I suppose.
Oof, that hurts.
Well, okay. I got an 18 for my lowest roll.
Oh, nice.
Heck
Yeah. Like as you get out your thieves' tools and you crouch down low, look back and forth, you hear a little pop, click, and you are in.
Silently put everything back, all business, back into my bag, and make one little quiet whistle, and then I will go in, hoping everyone else heard me.
Okay.
See, the door was unlocked. You just didn't turn the handle the right way.
Tell
Grin
yourself that.
Grin is slowly backing into the door, just like
Yeah, you enter into this dark room. It looks like, you know, it's a bakery. It's set up with a counter to one side, and like number of tables. In fact, you know what? I've got a map for this. So if you head over to Roll20, I have a map which I'll bring you over to. And Andy, there's also some music, I
all right.
believe.
Dreaded boss music.
We don't hear the roosters inside the bakery.
I smell shenanigans.
It's true. 'Cause you're not bumping around for more than a minute when you hear a little bit of a scurry. Something like runs past you. And then another something kind of like skitters on the other side. Everybody roll initiative. Because we need some slapping battle music. Actually, hold on just one second, because I'm gonna get up the D&D Beyond for our battle. One second, where are you?
So do you want me to re-roll or do you want me to tell you what I got?
We can do either. Hold on a second. Oh, yep, it showed up.
Okay.
That's cool. All right. Perfect. And let me bring these fun little dudes to the right layer. There's one. Two.
Oh, they're so cute.
Is initiative considered an ability check? I can't remember.
I think it can be separate. That's all
Okay.
right.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Good.
you notice a couple of like what appear to be now to your eyes giant rats popping their heads up around chairs and tables, and something a little bit larger than a giant rat behind the counter.
Good
Don't
gods!
have red eyes.
They're enormous!
That's not natural.
Kind of hard to see if they have red eyes. I mean, they kind of maybe like they glint a little bit in the darkness. Okay, so first up.
Oh, I didn't roll in I gotta roll in that. I forgot.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, you need to roll.
And that was substantially worse than my in-person roll. But there it is.
Okay. You didn't change your order at all.
Oh, great. Very convenient.
All right. Jillian, you go first.
All right.
You're in a room full of rats.
I'm jumping up on a table.
They look mean.
I'll hop up onto. Oops. Let's see. I'll hop up onto this table right here,
Okay.
and I'm going to shoot. I'm gonna shoot my crossbow. Okay, so that's a 16, and I'm aiming at the one that's right. Well, I'm gonna aim at the one that's right behind Loyal.
Okay, the one that's nearest to Loyal.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So that's a 16 to hit.
That hits.
And that is 6 damage.
Okay. All right. Yeah, pow! It rolls a little to one side, and it just gets up and snarls at you.
I might scream just a little bit too. Just a tiny little
All right. Loyal. There's a giant rat behind you.
I mean, I'm surprised by the rats. I'm surprised by the Gillian shooting right next to me, and I'm surprised by the little scream she gave out. But I think the rat's the problem right next to me, so I'll actually just swing in to attack it.
Okay.
So I'll actually just try to punch it. Quick
When in
reaction.
doubt, with fear, just
Yep.
punch a rat in the
Just-
face.
Punch that rat.
22 to hit
That hits.
for 5 points of damage.
Yeah, you kind of feel like you pissed it off.
I will use a bonus action to strike it again, I guess. Sorry, first time
Okay.
playing a monk. Ready? Bonus action, punch it again.
Punch it again.
A 16 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
And maybe this one's a kick. 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. Yeah, a little bit of rat blood sprays off of him onto the wall. He's still
What's that?
standing
Oh
though.
my god.
That's one tough rat.
This thing's huge.
All right.
That's not even the big one.
Yeah. So, you see from behind the counter this prince of rats, this giant creature, like, shows his head up over the counter like one of those feral cats. Just leading up larger than a rat should be. And it hops up onto the counter and it runs up. Let's see, how far can we get? Oh, yeah. And because of the difficult terrain, it can, yeah, I'll say, yeah, it can get right here. It's nipping at you, Jillian, from where you are. It makes a leaping bite attack at you for, just see this. Okay. Okay, you lucked out. Does 10 hit you?
No.
Okay, yeah, it was just snaps at the air, but it then does a second attack. Oh, he's so lucky. Even worse than before. It just bites at air next to your feet as you kind of try to dodge. I rolled a 4 and a 3.
Thank goodness.
Okay, so next up we have let's see, the rats in the back of the room move forward. Is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to try to join their friend. This one moves forward and tries to attack you, Loyal. Okay. All right. Roll for it. Okay, that one is wow. Really?
Is that like really good or really bad? And I'm worried.
Oh, okay. No. 15. Does 15 hit you?
Ooh, no, misses barely.
Okay. Yeah, it leaps up at you, but it does not bite you either. Okay. lastly, or not lastly, Blinket next.
All right. Blinken will move from where she's at up onto a stool because she can't just hop onto the table willy-nilly like some people who have long legs. And then she will I think she's going to aim for the big guy. And
Okay.
she's going to cast Sacred Flame.
Okay.
And before she does, she asks Jillian to duck.
Yeah, you hear her shout, "Duck!"
Bonus action duck.
5 to hit.
That does not hit.
Never mind. Thank you.
Well, that was the damage you rolled. You didn't roll the attack.
Oh, did I
Or
not?
is there an attack roll? I don't know for that one.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
Is it a... Sorry, what does the spell
Oh,
say?
that's damage. Hold on. Did I roll the wrong thing? Oh. Sorry. That's... Yeah, nope. Oh, there has to be a dexterity saving roll.
Okay.
But
all right.
How do
I No, I roll it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll keep that.
1d8.
I got 12 plus...
Well, it should be like a DC something on your
I got
spell on your sheet.
Okay.
15.
If you go to spells, it'll say save DC, and it'll be the one on the left. Do you see that?
Mm-mm.
You know where
Go
it
to your
says
spells page,
Yeah.
and then there should be a section that says spell DC.
Yeah, there should right at the top. It's modifier, spell attack,
Oh,
spell
got
save
it.
DC.
Okay.
It'll
Spell
be the one on
DC.
the left.
Okay.
Yeah.
13.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay, I got a 15.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Still, never mind.
yeah, it turns its head over at you and makes a little chitter.
And I am done with my turn.
All right. So then we have Gren.
Gren is going to grab his quarterstaff, yell a battle cry, and run and smack this one that's standing in front of Loyal.
Okay. Yeah, get it.
If he hits it. We'll see. Uh, 13 to hit.
That hits.
All right. He is using it two-handed, so that's a 1d8. Oh, 8 plus 3, so that's 11 damage, bludgeoning.
All right. Yeah, that takes that rat out. How would you like to dispatch our
He
first
just
rat victim of the night?
yells and smacks the rat across the room. I got him. He'll look over at Loyal.
Nice.
You sure did.
All right. It is not letting me. One second. Oh, hold on. I've got a lovely blood.
Oh, we got blood splatter now.
Yay.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
To show that this rat is dead. You see that? All right. Hooray! For blood and gore.
Mhm.
Yeah, so the first rat is done. It is now Jillian's turn.
You can kind of see the whites of Jillian's eyes. She's looking down at this big rat right by her feet, and she's gonna switch to her rapier. So she's setting the crossbow down, pulling the rapier out, and as she goes down to stab it, you see like this weird stance, like she might have taken some some silly rich person fencing class. So she's got kind of a weird like hand back kind of thing, and then goes down on it.
Finesse.
16.
That
I'm so excited.
hits.
Okay.
Yes.
For 9 damage.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you smack it, but it does not look damaged.
Bonus action disengage.
Okay.
I'm going to back up. I would actually like to hop over to this other table. I think I've got enough movement for it. Let's see. Is getting down and getting up on the table is probably difficult terrain.
Yeah, I would say difficult terrain, so
Okay, so
half
I then
on those squares.
I can get to this stool right over here. That's where I will stop. I'm on the stool, or next to the stool.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Still holding the rapier.
Loyal. It's your turn. You're next to a dead rat.
Next to dead rat means I should probably move. I guess I will move ahead to the next rat in line, and we'll try to punch it and kick it. Well, maybe a couple stomps. Just try to put it down quick.
All right.
19 to hit
That hits.
for 6 points of damage,
Okay.
and gonna country bumpkin this and stomp at it again.
Give it a second one. Double tap.
16
That hits.
for another 4 points of damage.
Or yeah, you're just, smacking a rat around with a stick. It's a good Saturday night.
Like you do.
And that's it for Loyal.
Okay. It is the big guy's turn. He is going to go 5, 10, 15. And he was gonna go for these two ladies, but then he sees this tasty morsel next to him. And so he's gonna take a crack at Grenlin. And okay. Oh, yeah, he just a wild bite that hits nothing. See, this is why it's good for me to be the DM, because I roll so bad in battles, even when I'm the DM, no matter what it is, it's just real bad. But this one, the second one, a second bite attack, that one is a 19. Does a 19 hit? Yeah, so he finally makes purchase. He bites into your leg, and let's see. Oof. For 9 damage. All right. Now it is this rat's turn. He's gonna just run up here and try to bite Loyal with a. Let's see how he does. Does 13 hit you?
Misses.
Okay, yeah, he doesn't swing and a miss. And this guy is going to see his chance, and he's going to try to run forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and try to go for sweet little Blinken here.
Can I make a wild kick at it as he
Yeah, you
runs
certainly can
away?
try.
Only a 9. It's a little too wild.
Yeah, that doesn't hit. You narrowly miss its furry little body as it runs past you. Oh, and it looks like 2 advantages came in from DM Dave. Thanks, Dave. Okay. So, this little guy is going to try to bite Blinken. Oh, a dirty 20.
Oh, yeah, that
And
hits.
He gets for 5 damage as he bites into you. Ha!
Yeah.
I feel like you might need like a tetanus shot or like something.
Something. Already wasn't feeling well. Now I have rat bites to add to the list. Okay.
Blinken, it is your turn.
I have my mace in my hand, so I'm gonna go for aiming for the one that just got me.
Okay.
So, okay. 15 to hit.
That hits. Get it.
5 damage. 7 damage.
All right. Yeah. You deal a solid thwack at this guy. He's irritated.
And then, looking like a toddler, I climb up onto the table and go to the far end of the table
Okay.
to stand.
As you try to get away from him, he does get an attack of opportunity to try to bite you.
Oh boy.
Ooh. Does 15 hit?
Yes, it hits.
Okay. Yeah, he scratches you for 4 additional damage
Oh my
as
goodness.
you try to get away from him.
Okay. Rat man.
All right. Gren, it's your turn.
Okay, Gren will be yelling, "Get it off! Get
You're
it off!"
muted.
I am? Okay. Just in Zoom.
Was it epic?
Yeah, you should have
like
heard
it.
it. It was so good. Anyways, Gren will shout, "Get it off! Get it off!" And take a swing at this guy with his quarterstaff.
All right. It's rat bonking time.
Um, 17 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
And that is, come on, another 8. 5. So it's a total of 8 bludgeoning.
Yeah, you deal another solid thwack at this thing. But it is not deterred.
Mm-mm. Yeah, he can't really do much else right now. That's it. That's pretty much it.
All right. Jillian. With your fancy
Gren?
rapier skills.
Yep. Arm up. Got it out. And I'm going to stab at the one. Is Gren fighting the biggie or the little one that's closer
The big
to me?
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big one. And you saw it took a big, like right on his leg.
I stared into its beady eyes for a second. I'm going to run up to this one, I guess, that's closer. When I say run up, I'd take a step and stab it. Fencing style. An 18
Yeah, that hits.
for 7 damage.
Okay, now you're fighting the rat, the regular rat, or the bigger rat?
The little one that's
Okay,
closer to me. I wasn't going to be able to run over its body to.
sure.
Then for my bonus action, I will disengage and hop up on the table
Sounds good. Yes.
and yelp.
Loyal. It's your turn.
So good, but so unexpected. I think I'm gonna try to keep up on this one rat that's still in front of me. So I'll make a couple attacks on it again. A 19 to hit should hit.
Yep.
For 5. Bonus action to try that kick back, and only a 9, so misses, I think.
So how much damage? Sorry?
Just 5 points of damage.
5 damage. Okay.
And the second attack misses.
Second attack was what? Sorry.
It misses. It's only a 9.
Misses. Okay.
Yep, sorry.
Sorry.
I'll
I,
kinda
I was
step-
losing the end of the
Okay.
words.
I'll step off to the side just kind of so I can keep an eye on everybody else, but that'll be it for Loyal.
Yeah, I mean, those 2 regular, well, large rats are bloodied. But the big one still looks like a problem. All right. The big one is back for more. It's gonna leap up and try to bite Grenlin.
Yeah.
15? Does 15 hit?
No, it misses.
Okay. You hear its jaws snap at you.
Ah.
And that's 14. See, like I rolled.
Ah,
that.
no, misses. 2 attack
You're
rat.
lucky because they do a lot of damage. That guy does at least. Okay, the rat next to Loyal is going to take a bite at him. Okay, dirty 20
That definitely hits.
for 1 damage. Its teeth narrowly graze you.
Hey, stop it.
But tickles.
And the one, let's see, next to Jillian is gonna leap up and bite at your feet. And that is a dirty 20 as well. For 4 damage as it bites into your foot. Lincoln, it's your turn.
I'm going to attempt to cast Sacred Flame at that little guy that just tried to get at Jillian again.
Okay.
So I need a dexterity saving throw, 1d8, please.
Okay. Uh, 9.
So 13 is my saving.
Yeah.
So
Yep,
damage
so you win.
is 2.
Okay, yeah.
2 full
Oh.
damage.
Worth
Level
it.
level 2.
Level 2. Level 2. Yeah, you smell some divinely singed rat fur. I don't know if that smells better or not.
No.
Just more pure.
Mm.
And I think I'm done because I don't want to move anywhere.
Okay. Gren, it's your turn. You're facing mano a mano and this
Yeah.
giant mutant rat thing.
Gren is getting a little desperate right now because he sees this thing as pretty badass. You see him reach down for his tool belt and
Aw.
pull out one of his tools, and he mutters something under his breath, and this giant 20-foot cube of violet light like erupts from his lockpick.
Ooh.
And so he's going to try to get these two rats, and the big guy and the one in front of Gren with that. Or no, that's sorry.
It's moi.
Yeah. Jillian. Let me cast it. So that's Fairy Fire. And sorry, I don't know this spell too well yet.
It's all right. You can read it to us too, because
any creature in the area when the spell is cast is also outlined in light. If it fails a dexterity saving throw, for the duration, objects and an affected creatures shed dim light in a 10-foot radius. Any attack roll, an affected creature or object has
advantage.
We have advantage against them if we can see them, and the affected creature can't benefit from being invisible. Not that they are.
Okay, so if they succeed on this, then you will get advantage to hit them.
Yes.
Okay. What's the dex? Is it dex?
It's the dex save DC 13.
Okay. For the big guy, fails it. For the little guy, fails it.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah, both these disgustingly larger than even you thought rats just suddenly glow with a violet light and become very easy to see in the dark.
That's so he's concentrating on that now, just so you know.
Okay. Is there anything else you would like to do?
He's just going to I can't tell where he is. I think he'll just stay here. I don't know if he's in a grid or not. Might be kind of between them.
I gotta fix that. It was there. The players got a little bit off the grid.
That's right. Okay, there he is.
Jillian.
Jillian looks briefly, longingly at the crossbow she dropped on the other table in a panic, and is still holding that same weird fencing shape and is going to stab at the one right down in front of her.
All right, with advantage.
With
because
advantage,
of the fairy fire.
and she
Sneak
should
attack.
get sneak attack. Yep. Because he's at advantage.
Okay.
Good, because that was a 1. And a 13. Does 13 hit?
To hit? Yes.
Yeah, okay.
13 hits.
Oh, God. Okay, so that's
Get him.
4 plus. Oh, 4 plus 6. That's
There it
10.
is. Wow, nice.
Oh yeah. Tell me how you dispatch this rat.
Well,
Skewered.
with flair and a plum, I am up
Got
in
him.
my position. I just reach down, kind of skewer him almost, pull him up. He's stuck on my sword. Flick him off as best I can, and I would like to, for my movement, run over to the crossbow on the other table.
The rat is larger than you thought, so the flicking is more like. But
Then I
The
just pull
rapier
it
like
out.
bends.
you can certainly attempt to do that. For style and finesse, it is not the cool, strong move that you thought it was going to be. She kind of like rolls it over with her blade, and then do you move towards the other one? Is that what you do, or what?
No, I didn't realize. I've
Okay.
never fought a rat this big. That's my
Yeah, it's bigger
explanation
than
there.
you thought.
My excuse. No, I'm gonna go over to the table across here, because that's where my crossbow was dropped when I pulled my rapier in a panic. And
Okay.
a big rat came to me. That's
All
my turn.
right. Very nice. Sneak attack is delightful.
Mhm.
Okay. Loyal, it's your turn.
I mean, something's been working pretty good. I'm gonna keep up with the battering of this little rat in front of me. big rat in front of me. 14 to hit.
Larger than normal rat.
Yeah.
Yes, that hits.
For 5 points of damage.
Oh yeah, you leave it a solid crack in the middle of the skull. But it's still hanging on, though it looks a little dizzy.
That's okay. This one's gonna do it. I know it. 22 to hit.
That hits.
For 6 points of damage.
How do you want to dispatch this rat?
I do think the punch and kick combination is going well, so I'll probably try to just like kick it under the table.
Just
Yeah, with
kicks
kind
that
of
rat.
like a wet thud, it
Yep.
kind of rolls under the table. It's more solid than you were expecting. This is a larger rat than you have ever seen.
Super
Yeah,
gross.
I'll take it, and I'll actually then run down towards the other one, just to be there for support.
All right. Sounds good. It is the Rat Prince's turn. He is a little nervous. He's now surrounded on all sides. And the last one to approach him is Loyal, so he's going to turn around and bite at Loyal.
Okay.
It's only a 10. Is a 10 hit?
Gonna miss.
All right, and then it's going to make a wild bite at Jillian.
I like
Yeah,
that look.
so that's a 6.
Oh man.
Okay. Like at some points where I'm making these encounters and then I'm like going, you know what? This is too tough for these guys. I don't know. I should make this a slightly easier thing, and then I roll,
Then you actually roll. Yeah.
Yep.
and it's like I'm playing by myself.
Don't worry, the fear is there. Every time you pause with a little
No.
chuckle, it's a panic on our side.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
like, how do we read that expression?
Yeah.
Like, good for us, or is
Exactly.
that bad
I'll
for
say you
us?
do have a couple advantages.
Yeah.
You really felt like
Don't
it.
forget about your advantages.
What?
forget
You want
about
me to
'em.
take one of those advantages?
We're just letting you know.
No,
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
Gren doesn't
you
need
have
any
to say
more rat
before the
bites.
fact, so I do too. Blinken, it's your turn.
Oh my goodness. Don't tell her about that right before I go. Come on, people. Okay. Okay, I look at the rat prince and I start to cast Sacred Flame with a little bit more oomph than I had prior. Now that I've gotten the hang of it. Dexterity save, please.
Okay. Yeah, all right. 10.
All right. The prince takes 2 points of damage.
Whoa.
Yeah, just a little bit of his fur falls off. Doesn't seem to really bother him too much.
I am going to move Blinken to the front of the table, but stay on the table.
Oh yeah,
So that
stay on
he-
the table.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right, Gren, it's your turn.
Gren is just gonna continue trying to wall up this thing that's standing in front of him. Get back, you fiend! 17 to hit.
That hits.
All right. Uh, 8 bludgeoning.
All right. Yeah, he looks a little worse for the wear now. Like, that last hit left a kind of a red wet spot on the side of its body. And it's beginning to look a little bit afraid.
We're all standing in a circle around it, walloping on it.
You will die.
Ah,
Die.
ah.
Jillian.
I will pick up my crossbow that I dropped in fear on the table and shoot it at the big guy with advantage.
Oh yeah, I forgot I had advantage on that. Oh well, that's all right.
Sorry,
I still
forgot
hit.
to. I would have said something. 18,
That hits.
and it's gonna take. Ooh, this is a good one. Oh, this is a really good one. 13
Nice.
damage.
Oh, yeah, you just slice into him and he like falls over for a second, but then like manages to dizzily regain its feet.
He's still up.
He's
How is this
still holding.
possible?
This is the biggest
Oh.
rat you have ever seen. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Do a little squeak and stay right there.
Loyal.
Uh,
This rat looks real bad.
I think one more stomp should do it. Okay, I'm just gonna keep telling myself that. 21 to hit
That'll
That
do it.
hits. Put it out of its misery.
for 7 points of damage.
Oh yeah. How would you like to dispatch this large rat?
Probably gonna aim for like one of the crossbow bolts that are still there and kind of kick it in a little farther.
Oh yeah, with a good solid whack, you basically nail one of these things into the rat, and with a gasp, it collapses and is no more. You are no longer in combat, which is great because it's right about the right time. Good job, guys.
Yay, us.
Loyal will at least take a moment to kind of glance over at Jillian and kind of raise an eyebrow.
In what way?
I didn't expect the reaction.
Oh, that. Oh, yeah, I hate rats. I hate rats. And then I lean down a little bit and look away and try to obscure my face with the hood.
That was no normal rat.
That, I would say, is a ROUS's.
Never heard of rouses. Because rats,
Rats.
R-A-T-S.
Rodents.
That's how you spelled them.
Rodents of unusual size?
Oh.
That's an interesting
Hmm.
acronym. You
I know that reference.
know. Oh, you know?
I know that reference.
Blinken has
So do
all
I
of
now.
them.
Well, so do I.
Well, this has been a bonding experience.
That was the
Again,
biggest
with
rat I've
trauma.
ever seen.
Took a couple bites.
What's happening right now? The thing bit me on the leg real hard.
Do we hear anyone moving around upstairs other than the rat situation? Do we hear anything that could be considered lively in the general vicinity of the bakery?
No, now that you've dispatched the rats, it seems very quiet in here, and I'll do this. I'll wrap it up a little bit quickly because we're right about 10 o'clock. You peruse the bakery and find it empty. There is a note in the bedroom, conceivably Hector's bedroom of the Hector's Fabulous Cheese Crowns. A note from a Fanolin who says something along the lines of, "I'm taking the kids until you can get this pipe dream bakery working again or get a real job." But it doesn't appear that Hector's here, and as you kind of look through the bedroom stuff, it doesn't look like he packed up. So maybe he didn't come back either. And that's where I'm going to leave you for the night.
Dang it.
2 people on the same job as you did not come back. And by the way, we've got a giveaway. So you guys, if you haven't done it yet, please enter our drawing, drawing, to be entered for a fabulous prize of a one $10 promo code that can be used to purchase digital loot at the Troll Lord Games website. So type the exclamation point drawing into the chat, and you will get into our drawing to win. While you were getting that last minute thing, I'm going to go around the table and we can introduce ourselves one final time. Players, tell us who you are and where they can find you. Let's start with Tithalanos.
Howdy, everyone. My name is Tithalanos. You can find me on Twitch playing games and streaming, and TTRPGs, of course, are the love. Catch me also in the Discord. It's a good time to join the Guild Superior Discord because you can actually find me there playing some Shadow Dark. But otherwise, Tithalanos everywhere. I think that was all it was. Yeah, that's me.
All right, Shelly.
Heyo, it's Shelly, also known as Flea Monkey and Flea Monkey 2 on Twitch, and Hey, it's Flea Monkey on Instagram and Threads. I am playing here on Guild Superior on every Tuesday, doing Greyhawk with a large portion of these cool people. Also on Wednesdays with one of these cool people on Tithalanos' channel doing Pathfinder, and also Shadow Dark, you guys. Do what Tyler said. That's it.
All right, Tara.
I am the newer member. I am Tara, and I am known on most of the socials as Your Know Me or Your Know Me 2. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, and if we still have it after a vote, TikTok. We'll see. But find me on there. Say hi. You can also email me. You can find me at yourknowme2@gmail.com. And I'm here every Thursday with these lovely people.
And last but not least, Andy.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Andy, also known as Andy G3D here on Twitch. And on other places around the internet, you can find me here every Tuesday night in our Heroes of Greyhawk game, playing Desmond, dodging curses, and having fun with his friends. And yeah, every Thursday on our new game, Undying Sky, we're having a lot of fun getting to know each other.
Okay, and you all know me. I'm Minnesota Muse. You can find me on Tuesdays for the Heroes of Greyhawk stream on the same channel. And are you ready for the promo? Do we have names in? All right.
I think so.
Let's do the drawing for the $10 promo code to digital loot at Troll Lord Games.
Has everybody entered? Is everybody in?
Last chance. All right.
Exclamation mark drawing.
Sorry,
I can say it too.
All right.
No problem.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the winner is
Scottish Jeff.
Scottish Jeff, yay!
Scottish Jeff. Woo!
Congrats.
Are you here,
Congrats,
Scottish Jeff?
They just were in the chat a minute
Oh,
ago.
there we go.
Yay, there we
Thanks.
are.
Thanks for joining us. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. It has been our pleasure to hang out with you, and we hope you have enjoyed our story. We look forward to seeing you next. Well, actually, next week we're taking a week off for GaryCon, so we hope we'll see you at GaryCon. If not, we will see you a week from today for the next episode of The Undying Sky. Good night, everybody.